Hey friends, welcome back to episode 12 of Found at Sea, my 68-day adventure exploring Europe, with 55 of those being on a cruise ship. The cruising portion of this adventure has officially paused, and now it's time to kick off the land portion of this adventure. And in this vlog, I've ported in the quiet town of Dover, located in the United Kingdom. Alrighty my friends, we have made it to Dover, as you heard, and I still have a few minutes on the ship and then I'll be making my way off. I can't check into my hotel, I don't think, until 2 o'clock. And it's just about to be, I think, it's just turned 7 o'clock. So hopefully I'll be able to drop off my luggage. I'll take my laptop and find a cafe or something. So maybe I can get some editing done this morning. I've already eaten breakfast. But yeah. It's time to get the land portion of this 68-day grand adventure started in Dover. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Where is Brittany? I've been traveling on the road for 5 years now and it's officially time for a change. I've put my home in storage, left my fur baby in the care of her godmother, and now it's time for me to explore and expand my wings outside of the United States. Join me as I navigate life on these international streets as a solo female traveler. Here's the room. All right, friends, there's the cafe right up the way. It's about a half-a-mile walk. I think we have like an hour before it closes, so I'm gonna use the restroom really quick and then we go hit these Dover streets, y'all, because I'm hungry. I want to thank everyone who commented on my last vlog welcoming me back to the States. I know a lot of you all are eager for me to get back into RV living, but honestly, I take traveling via plane and cruise ship over RV life any day. The only downside of those modes of traveling is that I wouldn't be able to have Jada with me all the time. It may not seem like it, but y'all, I've been living on the road for 6 years now, and I love this moment of shifting how I travel. Being able to explore new locations and trying different foods, this is literally what traveling is supposed to be for me. I love that I'm not limited to the roads of the United States. I have the freedom to live on my own terms, no ties to anyone other than Jada. I can just live and be. So I'm sorry to disappoint, but RV Life vlogs will be on hold for at least another month because I'm gonna continue along with this series. I had so much fun, and this is just a reminder that I make these vlogs for me. These are my video diaries, and I love looking back at these moments and going, girl, you're amazing, fearless, and free. So that is all. Let's get into these beans on toast. It's not bad, and I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, and that was at like 6:30 this morning, and it's a little after 3. So maybe I'm just super hungry, or maybe this just isn't really bad. It's not bad. The sausage is better than the sausage that I had in France. I'll tell you that much. And this is what their bacon looks like. Like Canadian bacon. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna eat these. Look at that. So my food was good. I bought some soup and a dessert to go. I am really tired, y'all. Today was just a lot. So I'm making my way back. I see a grocery store near, so I'm gonna check them out tomorrow as well to just grab a few things. But yeah, time for me to take a nap. So I'm back in my room, and earlier, you know how I said like today was just a lot. So I got off the ship and it took almost 2 hours for me to try and get an Uber. And it just kept like kicking me out, saying the wait time was crazy. So I ended up flagging a taxi down and I was able to get a taxi here. So I waited at the port freezing for a little over 2 hours. So that happened. And then I arrived here close to 11 o'clock-ish. And my room, I couldn't check in until 3 o'clock. So at that point, I was looking to book my transportation from Dover to Amsterdam. And so the trip was supposed to be a few days in Dover, like 3 or 4 nights in Amsterdam, go to Paris for like 2 or 3 nights, and then Barcelona for 2 nights. I've just decided to like cancel all of the Amsterdam leg. Sounds so funny. I canceled that leg, and now I am just going straight to Paris from here. So I'm booked in 2 different hotels for Paris because the one that I booked earlier is already sold out. So I'm going to a different spot in Paris, and then going to the second location in Paris, and then I'm gonna go to Barcelona. So I'm gonna come back and make my way to Amsterdam, but this wasn't it. I don't think I did this properly, which is okay, whatever. You live and you learn. But yeah, so today was just a whole mess of rescheduling, canceling flights, and rescheduling flights and all of this other stuff. But I'm good to go until tomorrow. I paused some of the arrangements until tomorrow because I just didn't want to get a headache. And yeah, I do all of this stuff myself. I know I answered that in like a previous video, but I book everything myself. I plan everything myself. I don't use a travel agent for anything. So if there's any errors, it's on my part, and I know every little piece. And if I change my mind, I'm able to do it right there on the spot versus communicating with a middleman to try and get things taken care of. So I solo travel like hardcore. This is all on me. Errors and all. But I'm tired, y'all. Alrighty, my friends, here's the look for today. It's a little after 11:30 and I'm not hungry just yet, but I do want some coffee. So we're going to walk to a coffee shop and just make our way possibly towards the castle or maybe towards the beach. I'm not sure. I'm just going to just go. The sun is out. It's like a little cool, but it's like the perfect temperature. So of course I have on one of my uniform dresses, some tennis shoes, and a sweater, and of course my hat. And we finna hit these Dover streets, y'all. So let's go. So we're gonna go to a place called the Market Square Kitchen to grab some coffee first. All right. While on the cruise, I was sharing my travel plans with other solo travelers, and they were so confused as to why I decided to stay in Dover. And to be completely honest, I didn't know anything about Dover other than it's a walkable town, quiet, and it's affordable, so I was sold. I got a latte with oat milk and caramel, so let's continue on our journey. For almost 40 days, I was surrounded by thousands of people on the cruise ship, and I just wanted some time to unwind, wander at my own pace, and rest. And looking back, Dover was the perfect stop. Here I am on the shores of Dover, where the English Channel meets the iconic White Cliffs. It's more than just a scenic beach, it's a place layered with history. I came across a sign marked Dover's connection to Dunkirk, a reminder of the role this coastline played during World War II. It's humbling to stand where so many once watched the horizon in hope. Today, the waves are calm, but the story they carry are anything but forgotten. Back in 1940, as thousands of Allied soldiers were trapped on the beaches of Dunkirk in France, Dover became the lifeline. Just behind me, hidden inside the cliffs, commanders in secret war tunnels coordinated Operation Dynamo, the mission that rescued over 330,000 troops. Many of the small boats that brought them home launched from this very coast. It's powerful to think that this peaceful shoreline was once the edge of a desperate fight for survival. Now, as I walk along the pebbled shore, there's a stillness here. Fishing boats bob in the distance, and the white cliffs rise behind me like silent witnesses to it all. Dover isn't just a pretty stop. It's a place that held the line when the world was on edge. It's a reminder that even the quietest places can carry the loudest echoes of history. That wasn't great. I ate quite a bit of it, but it was just, yeah. But let's go ahead and make our way to the Roman painted house, whatever that is, okay? Oh, and the place was pretty small. The door was like open to let air in. I just know that I smell like fried food and fried fish and crab, so that, you know, sucks. So hopefully I can air out while I'm out on these streets before going inside. Tucked away in the heart of Dover is a surprisingly well-preserved slice of ancient history, the Roman painted house. I almost walked right past it, but stepping inside felt like uncovering a secret. And the best part? Entry was completely free, which made this little detour even more incredible. This site dates back nearly 2,000 years and was once part of the Grand Roman Hotel, built to host travelers and officials arriving through the busy ports of ancient Dover. Inside, you can still see original Roman walls and intricate frescoes painted directly into the plaster in stunning reds, yellows, and greens. It's believed to be the finest collection of Roman wall paintings in Britain north of the Alps. What struck me most wasn't just the artwork, but the quietness of the space. You're literally walking through rooms that Roman citizens once ate, drank, and lived in. It's intimate, almost eerie in the best way, and gives you a real sense of how layered Dover's history is. If you're ever in town, skip the usual tourist checklist for at least an hour and step into the past. It's a short visit, but one that leaves a lasting impression. And again, it won't cost you anything. Right in the center of Dover is something totally unexpected. The world's oldest known seagoing boat, tucked inside the Dover Museum's Bronze Age Boat Gallery. It's over 3,000 years old and somehow still here. Seeing it up close, honestly, kind of stopped me in my tracks. This just isn't a piece of wood, it's a time capsule from the Bronze Age, dating back to around 1550 BC. It was discovered just steps from where I stood, buried beneath the town during road works in the 90s, and now it's beautifully preserved and it's on display for the public for free. The gallery walks you through how it was built, why it's so significant, and what it tells us about life back then. These people weren't just surviving, they were voyaging, trading, and exploring across the channel long before written history. It completely reshapes how you think about the ancient world. It's humbling to be in the same place where the boat was launched thousands of years ago, and to realize that Dover has always been a port, not just for goods and people, but for stories, for progress, and for connection. And just when I thought the Bronze Age boat was the highlight, I wandered upstairs and found even more to explore. The Dover Museum isn't huge, but it packs a surprising amount in, including an entire Tudor room, recreated with original wood paneling, furniture, and the old world creaky charm. It felt like stepping back into the 1500s, the kind of place where you half expect someone to walk in with a goblet of mead. It's such a cool contrast to the ancient boat downstairs, showing how Dover evolved from a prehistoric port to a bustling Tudor town. And placed throughout the museum are paintings, portraits, seascapes, and glimpses into Dover's changing coastline. They help bring the town's long timeline to life, from Roman days right up to the age of empire and exploration. And honestly, I went for the boat, but I left with a whole new appreciation for just how much history is packed into this town and the one little museum. If you love history, or even if you think you don't, this one's worth your time. It's quite fascinating and, again, totally free and definitely worth the stop. Alrighty, my friends, I'm getting tired. I think I'm ready to head back, but first I'm gonna make my way. I saw a little grocery store, I believe, en route back. Grab some stuff so I can have some things in my room. But yeah, I'm gonna come back out later on this evening because, you know, that little fair thing that we saw. So maybe I can grab dinner, a fun dinner from the fair. But yeah, I'm getting tired, y'all. It's time for me to take a nap or something. It's like a little shopping center. All right. And I believe the food hall might be groceries. If not, we can go to the food warehouse, the Iceland food warehouse. All right. Organic. So it smells so nice in here. I just want to have some like decent things that I can have inside my room, and also there's like community fridges, so maybe grab some fruit, some bread, maybe some chips. So yeah, let me get to it. Some blueberries, some grapes from India, bangas and mash, toad in the hole. I think I'm gonna do the cottage pie. Cheese tasters, salt and vinegar twists, some ginger snaps. We're gonna go with a British cider, just to say that I tried it. British apples. And I would like to try, let's go with mixed fruit cider. Yeah. Okie dokie, friends. Everything is so close, which is great. So I'm gonna make my way back. Yeah, and then put one of these ciders in the fridge. And then I can have that later on this evening. Yeah. Friends, I don't know if y'all care, but this British cider, I should have known when I popped that top. It has that hoppy beer smell to it, and it kind of tastes more like beer than it does like a cider. I'm used to like Angry Orchard type cider, so I hope that wild berry one is better, because this British cider It tastes like beer. And I don't like beer. Y'all know this. I have a little urge to go back to go through that tunnel, but sorry to say it, but the black in me, it's like, girl, don't do it. So I'm not gonna do it, friends. But wow, look at this view. So pretty. This was so neat.